Okay, I found the other one already. I put it in. Yeah, you're right.
show our appreciation for this wonderful country we live in, and it's a day to celebrate and have fun and enjoy yourself. So we hope that you will stay with us for several hours today and enjoy the things that are going on here. Welcome once more. Mr. Bob Morrow will bring greetings from the city.
Well, thank you, Mr. Banting, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. To all, a very happy Canada Day. And what a wonderful, go ahead, Sheila, cheer. What a wonderful day it is. A little warmer last year, so just think how cold it is in January, and we'll all enjoy this beautiful day. And indeed, it is worthwhile to celebrate our country, the fact that we're sitting in this wonderful country of ours. Today, this celebration is twofold because we have just had the flag raising and the beautiful singing of O Canada. We're also honored that once again, Her Honor Judge Jean Gary of the Canadian Court of Canadian Citizenship is making possible a citizenship court here as part of these special celebrations. And what could be more appropriate on Canada Day than new Canadians becoming full-fledged Canadian citizens right here for all of us to see. It is also a community celebration, a community commemoration. To require it, the students in China have been asking for in recent months and been shot down for asking. And we must not take these things for granted. We must not take our rights for granted. We must never put others down for holding opinions that we may not agree with, because in the final announcement, just too, this is also a celebration of our great city of Hamilton. Our city, which has seen so much change, which is going through a great period of change and diversification, with some wonderful basic strengths in the industrial sector and other areas, and now being added to with so many other exciting areas which provide employment for our people and hope for a future community, which is a rich community for all of our citizens. Let us resolve to keep contributing to our great city, and in that way be good citizens of our province and our nations, and indeed, perhaps even more importantly, good citizens of the world. So it's an honor for me today, on behalf of the city of Hamilton, to thank all of you for being here for this special day. Again, to thank the federal authorities for the fact that the citizenship court is taking place here. To offer a special thanks to Digby and Irene Banting, who have made possible this great festival. And Digby, I take this opportunity to extend to you a special thanks and congratulations as always. I think we should give Digby a little bit of applause. And to say, I'm sure with many members of the city, may I say a Hamilton MP, because she represents the east end of the city, Sheila Copps, distinguished member of Parliament for Hamilton East, and we're in Hamilton East right now. Stan Keyes, the member for Hamilton West. And finally, my own MP, Jeff Scott, MP for Hamilton Wentworth. Provincially, two distinguished veterans of the provincial parliament, Bob McKenzie, MPP for Hamilton East. Dr. Richard Allen, MPP for Hamilton West. Now I'd like to make mention of a very special award, which it comes only on Canada Day, and it's a special Canada Day Certificate of Merit, wherein our nation and our federal government recognize a citizen who has contributed greatly to life in our community. And I was extremely pleased, and I know you will be, that the person selected this year, and in a moment I'll ask the Honorable Shirley Martin to make the presentation to him, is none other than the new Chief Tiger of the new Hamilton Tiger Cats, David Braley. Dave, you better stand over there. On behalf of the community, and again, nothing's ever unanimous, but I know the majority of people want our Tiger Cats, Dave was good enough to jump in, put his own neck in the line so that we wouldn't lose the Tiger Cats, or for that matter, the Canadian Football League. They're doing a great job. Even if you aren't interested in football, get out to the game, give it a try. There's entertainment and fun, and it's the place to be now. And I'm going to ask the Honorable Shirley Martin and David Braley to come over so so that Mrs. Martin can make this presentation to Dave on behalf of the Government of Canada.
Thank you, Mayor Bob. It is a real pleasure for me today, on behalf of the Secretary of State for Multiculturalism, the Honorable Jerry Weiner, to present the Canada Day Certificate of Award to David Braley. And I know, as Mayor Bob has said, David has stepped in when we needed someone to step in to save our tiger cats. But he certainly has contributed to the community, not only this year, but throughout his lifetime. And David, I'm very proud to present the certificate to you. And the best way you can thank us is by bringing the Grey Cup back to Canada, to Hamilton.
I'm a little overwhelmed. I didn't know until yesterday I was supposed to be here to receive the certificate, and it's humbling. I understand there's only one awarded in each major community in the country. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you both. We're now going to hear Canada Day greetings from Jeff Scott, MP, and also from the Honorable Lily Monroe. I can't see her, but I gather she's here. Lily, will you please come up to the stage right now? And let's give Lily a hand. And we'll ask Jeff to come and say a few words to us.
Lily, welcome. The Honorable Shirley Martin, my colleagues in the House as well, Sheila Kopp, Stan Keys, and friends. Dave Braley, I can't tell you how proud we are that you are chosen as Hamilton's citizen on this marvelous Canada Day. There's some significance in what I say. I was born in Ottawa, and in my early years, I used to be a Rough Rider supporter in Ottawa. Now I'm a Hamilton Tiger Cat man all the way, right behind Dave Braley, and Ottawa Rough Riders, eat your hearts out this coming season. Ladies and gentlemen, this festival used to be called It's Your Day. It's now called It's Your Festival. But to all of our new Canadians, it really is your day. And I think in honor of today's ceremony, Digby, we should rename it It's Your Day, because to the new Canadians, it's important, it's wonderful to have you here, and I don't think you could have asked for a better day to be sworn in as Canada's newest citizens. Congratulations to you all, and have a very happy Canada Day birthday. Thank you.
Now, on behalf of the Government of Ontario, the Honourable Lily Monroe, Member of the Legislature for Hamilton Centre.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, Digby, politicians from all levels, in particular my colleagues from the provincial legislature. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here on Canada's birthday, and especially to welcome new citizens and old citizens alike. Ontario is certainly stronger for all of the multicultural heritage that has been contributing and will continue to contribute to this great province. And I'm very, very pleased to be able to bring greetings from Premier David Peterson and from every member of the legislature. Thank you very much for inviting me, and have a great day. Thank you.
With us, thank you so much for being here. Robert Sugden, the city's excellent Director of Culture and Recreation, who has just been appointed and we all know is going to do a great job for all of us as Hamiltonians. We'll ask the head table party now to proceed to the audience area and proceed on with the federal citizenship court under the guidance of Her Honor Judge G. Great weekend. Happy Canada Day.
روح نقعد عند الشجرة نشرب شاي. يلا خلصونا خلي الناس توقفوا. الساعة 10 ايه؟ حضروا الأكل. أجي
This is a court of Canadian citizenship. Judge Jean Gary presiding. Please be seated. With the Citizenship Act and are here to receive their certificates.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and children. It is both a pleasure and an honor for me to preside at this ceremony and to welcome each of you to this special Canada Day Court of Canadian Citizenship. We are 123 years old today. On July 1st, 1867, Canada became a country. 463,000, and Ontario was 1,123,000, and now it's over 25 million. Bonjour, c'est un honneur pour moi de vous accueillir à cette cour spéciale de citoyenneté. The clerk of the court this afternoon is Jane Griffin, and she is assisted by Mary Keller. And the Royal Canadian Mounted Police representative is Constable John Llewellyn. The RCMP, our National Historic Police Force, have proudly served Canada for many generations and are well known throughout the world. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the families and friends of those who are taking the oath of citizenship. It is an important day in your lives, and it is good to share it with your loved ones. I would also like to welcome the special platform guests who are here with us this afternoon. The Honourable Shirley Martin, representing the Government of Canada. The Honourable Lily Monroe, representing the Government of Ontario. And His Worship Robert Morrow, Mayor of Hamilton. And Mr. Digby Banding, Director of It's Your Festival and the Hamilton Folk Arts Council. I'd also like to welcome the other government representatives who are here with us this afternoon. Jeff Scott, Federal Member of Parliament, Hamilton Wentworth. Mrs. Beth Biddy intended to be here, but she's ill. She's MP for the Hamilton Mountain. Mr. Bob McKenzie, your Provincial Member of Parliament for Hamilton East. And Dr. Richard Allen, the Provincial Member of Parliament for Hamilton West. And Sheila Cobbs, your Federal MP for Hamilton East. And Stan Keyes, the Federal Member of Parliament for Hamilton West. I would also like to welcome the 16 students who will be receiving the Canada Day Award for Excellence. The names of the students were submitted by principals of high schools or their community, and the award is given in recognition of outstanding service to the community, and some of the students are here as far as Sudbury. We have with us to assist the new citizens to the platform 11 youth dressed in their various ethnic costumes. This is an important occasion for all of us, but it is especially important for those of you who are about to become Canadian citizens. There is no greater gift that a country may confer than that of citizenship. In welcoming you today to your new status as a Canadian citizen, Canada is placing her confidence in your capacity to contribute to the well-being of this country. One of the distinctive features of Canadian society is our calling upon the strength and beauty of the various heritages which make up our country. New Canadians bring customs, skills, and traditions from their native lands. Added to their experience here, they give an element of richness to our social fabric. People who were born in Canada and who have always enjoyed the rights and freedoms of being a Canadian are not always as appreciative of Canada as those who have chosen to come here. In Canada, we believe that every race and cultural group has something of special value which it can contribute to our national and regional goals. In our diversity is a treasury of richness. On this special day, you can feel proud that you have committed yourselves to a country that lives by the principles that every person must be free and equal in dignity and rights regardless of race, color, age, sex, creed, or culture. We must cherish and guard our guaranteed rights of expression, association, mobility, and language. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms forms a part of the supreme law of this land and imparts a level of fairness, impartiality, and respect for due process. I would like to remind you, before I administer the oath, that this pledge, this promise, is probably one of the most solemn you will ever be called upon to take. It endures for the rest of your days as a Canadian citizen. Whether taken in English or French, whether sworn or affirmed, on a holy book or none, it is equally binding upon your heart and conscience. With an understanding between us as to the seriousness of the oath you are about to take, we may proceed.
Nada and George Bake.
Ese es el último que tomas ahorita, después a empezar a disparar. Bueno, ¿qué? Desde que salimos nosotros ahí nos tomamos para arriba.
Your left hand up.
I swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen.
Congratulations.
William and Giovanni Monterrozozas.
I swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors according to the law, and that I will be faithful to observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen.
Elena, Rita, and Elena Mihalachi.
I swear I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada,
Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen. Thank you very much.
Holy Bible right to your left hand down. Start. I swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors according to law, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen. Congratulations.
Raj Dainath.
Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors, according to law,
and that I will be faithful, observe the laws of Canada, and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen. Dan Powell.
I swear bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen
¿Está apagada?
Está medio que volteara para allá.
Canal 11 de televisión, pasando en vivo este acontecimiento.
Of the Canadian citizenship certificates. I will now ask the 16 students to please come over to the right and just line up. As I call their name, they can come forward to receive their certificate. Arkandanas Askanji, David Augustine, Sean Barlow, Risa Cohen, Gail Deho, Maureen Denny,
¿Por servicio a la comunidad o por salir en la escuela? ¿Es la mujer con la que está hablando?
Heather Langland, Judy Ma, Pamela Marks. Paul Vanderzon. Me. Arcadinus Arksomni. Your Honor, this completes the presentation of the certificates and the awards.
New citizens from 11 countries: South Korea, El Salvador, Romania, Iran, Nicaragua, Guyana, Poland, England, Hungary, Yugoslavia, and Scotland. I am proud and happy to be the first one to say to you, welcome, fellow citizens. Canada is now your country. A good citizen participates in community affairs, has moral and ethical concerns, takes an informed stand at election time, is concerned and caring about family, friends, and neighbors. And of course, obeys live under. As I said before, and I stress, the rights and privileges of Canadian citizenship are yours. Every measure of freedom demands an equal measure of self-control, and every benefit of equality requires an acceptance of responsibility. So today, you are Canadians, free Canadians. The highest honor a country can bestow on an individual who is not native born is citizenship, and that honor you have all received today. Canada is now your home. I trust you will guard the rights and responsibilities that you have accepted today. I would now like to call upon Ian Ridpath. Mr. Ridpath won the Canada Day speech contest for the Hamilton area.
Toastmasters clubs in Hamilton. Let me tell you a little bit about the Canada Day Speech Contest and Toastmasters International. We are a worldwide educational non-profit organization, and it is our aim to improve the public speaking skills of people across the world. In Canada, we have 400 clubs with over 7,000 members. Now, for the last 6 years, Toastmasters International will be an electrical engineer. Now, those of you does not fall into this category, as I'm sure you will find out. He is a Canadian citizen. He spent 12 years of his life overseas and has come back. And I think that will, in fact, play a big part in his insights today. Speaking on the wonders of Canada, please help me welcome Mr. Ian Ridpath.
Fellow Canadians,
what a wondrous country we live in. You know, some of us share a heritage in this country that goes back many years. And my family has been a part of Canada for nearly 200 years. And when my forebears came to this country, there wasn't much here. There was a wilderness, and they planted their crops, worked hard, built their towns and cities, and fashioned a life for themselves. Now they had dreams, as I'm sure all our new citizens have, and they had a vision of what they thought Canada should be. And they dreamed in the majestic forests. Quote the words of the national anthem, "O Canada, my home and native land." In the world today who say that in their country, the economy doesn't allow them to live a full and rich life. And I say, let them come to Canada and live their life fully. There are also many people in the world today who say in their country, they're hungry and their tables are bare. And I say, let them come to Canada too and never be hungry again. Canada, we owe our allegiance, because for indeed, the wonders of Canada are her people. I am very proud, nor Mohawk, nor Jamaican, nor Polish, nor Chinese. I am a Canadian. We are all Canadians, and we are all wonders of Canada. And if you agree with me, I'd like you to put your hands together right now and show your allegiance to our country called Canada. We are wonders of Canada, and I'd like to address these next comments to Canada herself. Some of her wonders remain hidden. Now, I was born in Canada, and I have seen her from within, and I've been fortunate, I think, to have lived other places and seen other places in the world. And while I was away, some things changed in Canada. Or perhaps it was me who changed. But sometimes I feel a stranger in my native land. Some of her wonders are hidden. There are many tongues now spoken in Canada, as there were many before us. But I still see some resentment between her colors and her creeds and her races. Justices now in Canada, as there were before us. But I still hear the dry bones of your native people crying out. In Canada, your wonders will remain hidden until those cries are answered. And thirdly, there are many scars on the landscape of Canada.
No toda la semana.
The air we breathe, that cold and crisp air that comes down from the north. Those are her gifts to us. Have we used them wisely? Can say, "O Canada, our beautiful home and native land." I have written a very short poem for Canada. It's only got 8 lines. It goes like this. Your wonders, Canada, are not your landscapes, as beautiful as they are. Your wonders are your people, spread throughout you, wide and far. And let us never forget the country to whom we all belong, so that now and forever we can sing your glorious song. Because Canada, you have over 20 million wonders, and you hold them like a silver vessel that has been tarnished with time. Let us now clean and polish you and look at you so that we can see your true north, strong and free. And then, Canada, we will stand on guard for thee. We are the wonders of Canada.
Thank you very much, Ian, for that moving presentation. It's now a pleasure for me to present to Ian an award on behalf of the 4 Toastmasters clubs for his contribution to Canada Day and to the spirit of Canadian citizenship. Ian? Thank you very much, Ian. I'd now like to return control of this presentation back to to our chairman of the day, Digby Banting. And thank you, Digby, for your having us here today to participate in this It's Your Festival.
I would now like to introduce our special platform guest, Mr. Digby Banting.
Again, I just want to say what a great pleasure it is to be part of this memorable occasion for so many of our citizens here, not only the new citizens, those who have today become Canadians, but also the young people who have received their awards for demonstrating what true Canadianism means.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. To each and every one of the new citizens who received your citizenship today, I say welcome you. I know that Ontario and Canada will benefit from your love and your kindness and your contributions to this province and to your communities. And again, on behalf of my colleagues from the legislature and Premier David Peterson, it is your day. We are all Canadians, and it is an honor and with a good deal of pride that I am up on the stage to wish you God bless, Godspeed, and all the best to you and your family. Thank you.
And the Honourable Shirley Martin, representing the Government of Canada.
Thank you, Judge Perry. Platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the new Canadian citizens. I know it's very warm out there, so I'm not going to talk very long, but I hope that the warmth that you're feeling out there today, you'll realize is the warmth that Canada offers you as new citizens. We thank you for choosing Canada as your adopted home. The judge said earlier, with the freedom that you have in Canada also comes responsibility. One of those prime responsibilities is the fact that for many of you, the coming your laws. Today you have seen an example of what freedom in Canada stands for when it comes to governing. Here on the stage today, working together to welcome you have been all levels of our government and all parties within our government. And that's the way the Canada government works, as one working together to make a better country. You are now part of the responsibility for that, working together and the making of our country, and I trust that you will take that responsibility very seriously. And in closing, I would like to offer, on behalf of the Right Honourable Brian Mulroney, the Prime Minister of Canada, a very warm welcome to Canada. And also, a perfect example of what Canada's all about, how we work together to make a very strong country, is the work done by Digby Banting and by the Hamilton Folk Arts Heritage Council for the work they do in putting Canada Day celebrations together, and indeed working for all groups in Canada throughout the year. And I would like to ask Digby to step forward, if he would, to receive this certificate of recognition from the Minister of State for Multiculturalism and Citizenship, extends the appreciation of the Government of Canada to the Hamilton Folk Arts Heritage Council for their special Canada Day court ceremony. Thank you very much, Digby.
This is a great honor to receive this, not really for myself, but for the wonderful organization I represent, made up of representatives of some 65 ethno-cultural organizations in the Hamilton area who put on this show every year. Thank you. We appreciate the honor.
Our reception will follow, hosted by the Hamilton Folk Art Council. Now, for the new citizens and the students, if you would meet us just here, we'll take you around. It's just behind the band shell on the left. I would also like to thank the 11 students who are here to help us, assist us with the citizens. Nous allons fermer la cérémonie en chantant notre hymne national et je vous demande d'être sensible au paroles que vous allez chanter. We will close the court ceremony with the singing of our national anthem, and I ask you to be aware of the words as you sing them. Ms. Slater will lead us in the singing of O Canada.
Please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, hit the pedal. What's going to happen now? That's it. Good girl. Get those old bones going. All right, good. Now char nose. Here we go. We're going to have ourselves a simulated race here. Now you'll notice the dogs are barking like crazy up there, just waiting to go. So this is a practice for Josh. Okay, Josh. Come on, tennis balls in. Very nice. Before we get going, whoa. And here goes Buddy. No, it's not. It's Darcy. This is Josh. Josh again. Okay, Josh. Another practice. This is it. Hits the pedal. Look, there's the ball. Go, go. And here goes Buddy. Broad jump, bar jump. Whammo. Whoa. Catches the ball in his mouth. And here goes Darcy. Look at Darcy go. High jump, broad jump, bar jump. Lovely. Turns around and flies back. Time out. Time out. You've got to jump down, folks. Jump down. One jump lower, please, Dougie. One jump lower. Yep. That's it. Perfect. Here goes Char. Char does the high jump, does the broad jump, does the bar jump, hits the pedal, misses the ball, runs back, does the bar jump, broad jump, and high jump. That's Char. Excellent. Now here goes Buddy. Oh, catches the ball almost, turns around and runs back. Excellent. Now here goes Darcy again. Ladies and gentlemen, don't blink. There he goes. High jump, broad jump, bar jump. Hits the thing. Oh, goes back. Bar jump, broad jump, and high jump. Fantastic. Bravo. So again, please drop over, say hello. Sumo. What's it want?
gauge. Pueden ver ustedes lo bonito de estas rosas y el party gauge. Otra poquita más flores que en Gage Park.
Come on! Can I get some nasty bass?
These dirty old sidewalks, ain't gonna walk off my steady job today. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me.
For today was unavailable.